Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Andrew the Moo here, and here we are with more Stranger's Wrath. In the last episode, we found our way to Joe Mama. Now we get to take on Joe Mama, and we're going to beat down Joe Mama, because Joe Mama. If you need them, they're fuzzles. Yay, fuzzles! You can also see some bolamites up ahead, crawling along on the ground. Now, this is going to require just a little bit of stealth, as you're going to want to be careful through here. There's some explosive barrels in various parts. And then there's that guy right there. And I guess I should point out something else, as there are sting bees way over that direction. But it looks like there are sunken ships all through here, like this was one time a lake or a bay or something of that nature. Here's some grass to hide in. But there are a lot of enemies around here, and Joe Mama's got a big sight advantage over you. I believe you see some boom bats, as well as some thud slugs up, floating around as well. And I know we're kind of moving slowly through the terrain right now, because we're wanting to just kind of ease our way in. If you look in front of me, do you see that? Over to the top right? You gotta be careful when you're in range of it, because it will crush and kill you. Now, you can use that to your advantage. I have been spotted. You can use that to your advantage to kill certain enemies in the game. You know, I feel like pointing that out. But, you know, again, just something that I figured I'd let you know. Skunks! You can see there's skunks here, too. So you've got plenty of places where you can get your ammunition. I know I should be, like, dealing with the enemies right now instead of dancing around and dodging their bullets. But I'm waiting for that. And now they're dead. Oh, you saw something move, did you? I saw something move. Yeah, you probably did. It's me. You saw me move. Yay. And we suck this guy up. And see, there it is. You see it moving. And you see that little red area is where it's going to drop down. And bam. If you are in its way, it will crush you. But you can also move away quickly and crush certain enemies. So that's an important thing to bear in mind as you're playing through. Hello. Playing through this. Alright, so what you want to do from here is once you get those enemies knocked out, hit that, and kind of look around. It'll lower an elevator when you need to hurry up and get on that elevator again before it starts going up. Because, alright, some enemies are going to start heading this way. They're going to drop down. And it's kind of too late for them at the moment because I'm way up here now. And that's not going to go down again, if I remember correctly. So there's Joe Mama. What we're wanting to do with Joe Mama is we're wanting to kind of knock her out, or at least take care of her long enough to the point that we can climb across. Now, you probably didn't notice a moment ago as I grabbed Fuzzles, the line to climb over is electrified. So we've got to get her and her minions taken care of to the point that we can get over there. And so part of it is going to be by killing her little minions. And thankfully there are these shields where you can jump in front of. So all you gotta do is kill some of these guys, and that's a good place to start, is killing them. Feel free to take a moment to rest if you need to, like I am. Your stamina is finite. And so, you know, so is your energy. And look, you know, the guys are just getting eat up by the fuzzles, and you want them dead. I mean, that's how it is at the end of the day. We want these guys dead. Shake it off, get more energy. And I'm surprised that that little dude is not dead yet. Come on. Ow. So Joe Mama's just gonna, like, throw those at you. Really and truly, she is an easy boss, you know? I mean, I don't know any other way to put it. She is an easy boss. There we go. Yep. Come on, get up there. Alright, climb. The thing is, you gotta be quick about this, because if she gets, you know, you drop some fuzzles, get in her, you know, drop down, add the fuzzles things, and if you're not careful, she will quickly end you. Alright. Hi, Joe. Hi. Oh, okay, I didn't switch to boom bats. I'm like, And you see that? One boom bat takes her down, and then she's not the easiest boss.
That's a bagging 'em good.
power's gone! And she's not the easiest boss, but she is, in my opinion, one of the easier, if not one of the easiest bosses in Stranger's Wrath. Take her out, like knock her out with 2 shots of the boom bat, and she's good from there. So, how in the world can you blow that chump up and he'd be okay? How? I don't understand what just happened. I like that he goes, your mama went down like a wuss. Like, what? Stranger, that's mean. Yeah, the bad thing is, like, you can't turn that off. Wow. Dude, that's kind of mean sounding. Like, I slapped your mama so hard, my hand hurts. That's mean, Stranger. That's mean-spirited. You shouldn't talk like that. You should say nice things. Words that help. Alright. We just suck this guy up. And there's another guy wandering around right now. He's no clue the wiser as to what's going on with his friends. That's great. Should we leave him out here, or should we kill him, or capture him? Decisions. Oh, I thought that was a thing there. Ooh, Bolomites. So they got enough stuff to take care of you if you're running out of ammo, but like if you are good at the conservation of your ammunition, you should have no problems. Give them enough time to see me like, it's one of those enemies. It's a stranger. Alright, so let's send her in. We're gonna grab ourselves some boom bats first, because I mean that's just a good idea. And we got no fuzzles. So I think I might want to get some fuzzles real quick, if you'll forgive me. It shouldn't take me but just a few moments, because there are like a bunch of fuzzles out there. There we go. We got the fuzzles that we need, so let's head out of this area. And we'll probably have enough time to start the next mission and get into where we need to go. Yeah, jump that, Strange. You know, the funny thing is, as you go through this, you expect a lot of the bosses to get harder, but actually some of the bosses get like 10 times easier. There's one boss coming up that's just like, honestly, if you get hit by him, well, then you get hit by him. But honestly, you don't have a good excuse to get hit by him. So let's drop this bounty off and get our next bounty in. Oh, you heard about me and Joe Mama, huh? So, I mean, we got about $1,000. That's not close to what we need, but that's something. So let's grab Eugene Ius.
This bounty's more of a rescue mission. We need our technician back so he can fix the generators. He's a nerdy-looking kid by the name of Eugene Ius. Word is, the Dandy Digger gang took him into the old temple ruins.
Alright. So, this is not quite, you know, like you said, it's not a mission. We have a bounty, but our bounty is not to, like, capture Eugene Ius. Our bounty is to take out the Dandy Digger gang and to rescue him. So, before we can do that, though, we have to go into the general store, and there's a guy we need to talk to here. So we're going to check the items to see if there's anything new that we can buy, and then we're going to talk to this guy. Brass knuckles, you're going to want those. Knock those enemies out. Spring-loaded for the thud slugs. Let's talk to this guy.
Pardon, you the professor?
Well, yes, I'm Professor Dimble. What can I do for you?
Looking for a Eugene Ius. You knows where he is?
Oh, Eugenius, he's a good kid. I heard he's being held by the Dandy Digger gang. They're out looting that grub temple. Oh, hold on, I'll get that gate open so you can get there. Hey, Charlie, come in. Hey, yeah, it's me. Hey, open that gate, would you? Oh, bring him back safe, would you? We need him to fix some stuff around town.
And so that shows us where we need to go. So let's head out and let's go grab Eugene Ius. Sorry if I sound weird. My allergies have been acting up lately, and it's not been all that great and grand. So what you want to do is act like you're heading to the water treatment plant, but you're going to want to hit a left and go up to the temple. Luckily, the game gives you enough signs to the point where you shouldn't have too many problems finding what it is that you need to find. But, I mean, sometimes it can be, you know, if they didn't have that, it might be kind of troublesome figuring out where you need to go. There's some dead cluckers in this, in there. For some reason, I never really paid attention to them before. Sting bees if you need them. Somehow we've been seen through a fence. Which is fine, we can deal with that. We got 2 enemies down there. 3 enemies. And we can just drop down. Don't want to try to shoot him. Yeah. Get fuzzled. These guys down here are starting to get up. I mean, I had to do something. I was almost out of energy. So, why don't we just take care of this the old-fashioned way? Especially since one of those guys is down there now. Alright. I think we're good. Ah! Thankfully, those guys, if you run backwards, you can easily, I won't say easily capture them, but you can capture them easier. You just shoot them with a fully loaded shot from the, the Zapfly, and just run backwards and shoot them the rest of the way. You can take them down fairly easy. If you don't, they're kind of problematic to beat, so you gotta be careful around these guys, but they're not difficult. So let's gather up some of that money as we have. I love the sounds the animals make. And we're going to do some hopping, do some bouncing. We're going to jump, and there we go. I reckon you could bounce from column to column, but I prefer to take the wire. It makes it a whole lot easier. That's the temple from the grubs and their kind. Now, you've got a lot of enemies floating around here and things that you can do. Take a look around. Figure out what's out here. There's a bunch of different enemies in this location. You don't want to just, like, hey, I'm going to go in at guns blazing. Take a look at the area. Thud slugs, if you need them. And who knows, you might need them. I don't know if you have any thud slugs right now or not. What I prefer to do is I like to grab this rope right here, and I like to start climbing. Because for some reason they never notice me when I start climbing here. And then I go to the top level. There's some things there. And look! Do you see what I see? Most of them have been taken care of now. And this is one of those missions where I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to kill a bunch of these guys rather than try to save them alive. That's just the way I am at this point in the game. So we're going to suck this guy up, and that guy just got up, which is fine. I can deal with them. What I love is at this point you got the brass knuckles, and so you punch someone in the face, and it's just like, yeah, you just knock them out. Now later on in the game, you're going to find some harder enemies that can't be taken out quite as easily, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Generally, the enemies, as far as the regular enemies, aren't as difficult to deal with, so it's not a huge problem. So what you're going to want to do now is, now that we've got these guys, we'll just kind of go through this area, headbutt that, and let's start moving forward. I do believe those were skunks we just saw, so if you need some skunks, there's some skunks. You can play the nice thing is you don't have to play this the way that I do. There are enough weapons and such that you can play this any way you see fit. Any way that you think would be most beneficial to you. Like I've made mention of, I'm a fan of the boom bats. I love the Zapfly. And there are a number of different other weapons that I will make copious use of, simply because of the fact that it's as helpful as it is. Sting bees are great. I mean, I like to use everything, although there are some weapons that I only use in certain situations. Like, you haven't seen me use the thud slugs much, but the thud slugs are actually very helpful against some of the bosses, especially one that I'm going to be taking on later. But, you know, again, you're going to find weapons that you think work best for you and that honestly do work best for you. You're going to want to use those to the best of your ability. There are certain weapons that, in my opinion, work best for me. You're going to want to shoot that because up on the roof, there's guys with the mortars, and you don't want to have to deal with them in that area. So, I think I've killed him. There's a guy right there. And I think I'm content to killing this guy right now without a care in the world. Because, honestly, I'm at a point in this game where I'm just like, not necessarily a point, but in this area specifically, dude, I'll kill them all day long. I don't care. I will kill them. I will murder. I will maim. My main goal is to defeat these enemies as quickly as I possibly can. There's your mortar guy. So blow them up when you see them as quickly as possible. There's a sniper up there. Shoot him in the head. Not to mention the fact that, watch what happens once I move closer. Right in there. I set myself on fire by accident. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, boom bat. But there's nothing wrong with going in and murdering these guys, especially, you know, in this one. Not going to say why, but notice the reason why I decided to go into this area first. Look at all that treasure. So that's more money, that's more treasure, that's more moolah that we have built up into our account. Isn't that great, guys? Isn't it wonderful? So let's mosey on a little bit further, but you know what? I think we're getting close to the end of the episode. Can I get up there? No, I can't. But we're getting up to the end of the episode, and so I'm going to hop up there down on the ground where I meant to go, not completely up there. But anyway, we're going to call this to a close, and I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do this from the ground. Enter the move. Bye.